Hello, thank you so much for joining me for my 12 Sundays of Christmas. Each Sunday leading up to Christmas, I am going to bring you either a gift idea or a gift packaging idea that will help you this holiday season. It is never too early to start, so let's get started. On the first Sunday of Christmas, Sharon shared with me a little mini composition notebook covered in Christmas designer series paper, perfect for keeping track of Christmas lists for your own shopping ideas, or it's great for giving to a teacher or a mailman, just anyone that you want to recognize and say, hey, Merry Christmas. Quick, easy, and inexpensive. Let me show you how it's done. We're going to begin with a mini composition book. I got this at our local Walmart, and they came 3 of these size for $1.12. And the size is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 inches. Sort of, it's not really exact. But I'm going to take a piece of that. And here's how I cover. I don't like to put too much on the spine because it does impede its flexibility a little bit. And can you hear that? I can actually hear the edge of that binding. If I measure this from the edge of this binding to over here is just 1 mark shy of 2 3/4. And in the other measurement, it is 1 mark shy of 4 1/2. So 1 mark shy of 2 3/4 by 1 mark shy of 4 1/2. So I have a piece of this shining Christmas designer series paper. If you don't recognize it, it's because it is an online exclusive, so it is not in your catalog. So it's Mossy Meadow and Cherry Cobbler on one side. We've got all sorts of fun designs, and they are foiled, so you probably see the shine here. We've got a nice argyle, got some candy canes, so lots of fun designs. So I've already forgotten what the measurements were. This will be on my blog a little bit later. So it's 1 shy of 2 3/4. 1 shy of 2 3/4. This is just a scrap I had, and the other one's not going to be big enough, so I'm going to have to cut some more. So 1 shy of 2 3/4. All right, that looks pretty good. If you make a mistake in measuring, it's better to be a little bit larger than a little bit smaller. And then it was 1 mark short of 4 1/2, right? So if I put that up here, I can see that fits really, really nicely. Perfect. And 1 mark shy of 4 1/2 here too. That's for the back side. So let's put this aside. Now, of course, you could make a larger version of this instead of a mini composition book. You could cover a composition book, and that would make a pretty gift. But what I thought this would be useful for, not only is this a great little gift for maybe teachers or just someone, you want to notice during the holiday, this also makes a great Christmas shopping book. Carry it with you and you know what you get for people. You can carry ideas in it, all that good stuff. Now, you can use whichever kind of adhesive that you want, but you want to make sure it goes up pretty close to the edge. Now, I'm not going totally to the edge here because the glue will squeeze out a little bit. I want to take that into consideration. I'm going to put this on here, and that glue just allows me a little bit of wiggle time. See it wiggling? I just want to give it some time. Now, the composition book is a little bit shiny to begin with, so it will, the glue will take just a little bit longer to set up. All right, that's good. The other thing that you could use is Stamp and Seal Plus. This is a very, very strong adhesive. There is not a lot of forgiveness here. You want to go right up close to the edge. Anything over the edge you can just fold back over on itself, just like that, almost that whole strip. There we go. And you want to be very careful when you're laying this down because it really doesn't forgive very well. It looks like this piece, oh, this must be the wrong piece. Sorry, it was the one that was too short. This is the right piece. Fortunately, I hadn't stuck it down yet. I was wondering why the length wasn't quite right too. So there we go. And when you open it up, if you see a little excess, all you need to do is take your little snips and trim around it. It's very easy because the thickness of the composition cover acts like an edge, and it helps you to trim. There we go. This side looks like a little bit more to trim, huh? But you can see how quickly this goes. And you can stop here because look at how cute that is. Just a very nice little Christmassy piece there. Now, personally, for my own use, I probably would not add something to the front because everything that's in my purse gets really beat up. But for the sake of argument that not everybody is like me, let's go ahead and decorate it. I'm going to take my cottage reed set and I'm going to use this little Merry Christmas. I think that's pretty cute. I'm going to grab a block. Oop, I don't have a little block. I haven't unpacked it yet from my trip up north, so we'll just use a big block. How about that? And we're going to stamp Merry Christmas on a piece of cherry cobbler, which is one of the colors that is in that paper. The reverse side of the Shining Christmas is all cherry cobbler, by the way. Let me take my tray so I can catch all that extra powder that I miss. See, I protected my surface. And now we're going to clean that up and set this aside. And let's heat it to emboss it. Embossing is one of those things that really gives a nice look. I emboss a lot at Christmas. I think it's one of those things that adds a special touch and a special elegance. There we go. You can see it start to get shiny. There we go. Once it's shiny, you're done. You can stop. I'm going to bring in my double oval punch, and it doesn't take long for it to dry at all. And we're gonna just punch that out. And then I have a piece of Mossy Meadow. I'm going to take the upper oval and punch that out. I'm gonna go ahead and use, now you can use the Seal Plus, or you can go ahead and use the liquid glue here. Both of those are excellent choices because they have very strong holds. What I would not do is probably just regular seal on this, only because it's going to get beat up, beat around. And now if I can find my mini composition book again, and we can just put that right on there so there's no doubt about what kind of book this is. Again, you want to use a really strong adhesive. I do not use dimensionals here just because if it pops up, it's going to catch on a lot of different things in my purse. So there we go. Quick and easy. And you can do this for a lot of things, a lot of little gifts for kids, like if you teach Sunday school and you want to give it to them. Just lots of little things that you could do with this. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed this quick and simple idea, whether you use it for yourself or to give to others. We will see you next Sunday with another project. Will it be as quick and easy? I don't know. You'll have to stay tuned.